episode of DemPod. It's me again, your host Kenan, and today we're going to focus on a crucial issue, not just in Bosnia and Herzegovina, but around the world: the rights of women. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy. Now, what do we mean by women's rights? In short, the right of women to fully and effectively participate in public life as well as gender equality. Rights that every human should be guaranteed, but unfortunately are not. But how does this look like in practice? Let's take Bosnia and Herzegovina as an example. In Bosnia and Herzegovina, according to the World Health Organization, there are demographically more women than men. They also have a life expectancy of 77 years, so 5 years more than men's. However, women remain underrepresented in Bosnian government. Yugoslavia adopted women's suffrage in 1945, and current Bosnian law requires that women should comprise at least 40% of electoral lists for political parties. Let's break that down. Only 40% required participation for women who make up more than half of Bosnian society. Kinda strange, isn't it? Let's take another example. Bosnia and Herzegovina does not have any provisions in its constitution that guarantee or promote gender equality, even though the 1974 Constitution of Yugoslavia enforced the human right to freely decide your kid's birth. While Bosnian law legally guarantees a woman's right to an abortion up to 10 weeks of pregnancy, women in practice often encounter issues such as doctors who refuse to perform the processes or steep prices for abortions for non-medical reasons. So, what explains Bosnia's slowness in achieving full rights for women? A big factor is the prevalence of patriarchal society. In simple terms, patriarchy is the rule of the father, and by extension defines a society whose institution and culture are dominated and governed by men. The role of woman is diminished to that of a mother or a bride who needs to birth and care for kids and uphold the family reputation. While patriarchal societies try to silence women, they have fought to make their value known. The Women's Anti-Fascist Front of Bosnia and Herzegovina organized 2,000 women during World War II to demonstrate against occupation and to provide intelligence and weapons. After the war, it launched a campaign to encourage women to vote. We can look further back in history to Staka Skenderova, the first published woman author in Bosnia and Herzegovina, who also created the first girls' school in Sarajevo back in 1858. There is an infinite list of women, both in Bosnia and Herzegovina and around the world, dedicated to the fight for justice, who brought a strong wind of change for more equality and respect. Yet, their success has often not been highlighted independently of men's. There needs to be more work done on rediscovering and sharing women's great accomplishments. So, before we wrap up this episode, let's finish with a glimmer of hope: the Istanbul Convention. Drafted back in 2011 by the Council of Europe as a continuation of its effort to prevent gender-based violence, it focuses on 4 P's: preventing violence against women, protecting victims, prosecuting perpetrators, and implementing related comprehensive and coordinated policies. The 6 countries of the Western Balkan region have signed it and ratified it, with the most recent being Kosovo in 2020. Unfortunately, Turkey withdrew from this convention and has been called out for its unwillingness to protect women's rights. And even though Bosnia and Herzegovina ratified the agreement early on back in November 2013, most of the progress for Bosnian women has occurred only on paper and not in practice. And just like that, we came to the end of another DemPod episode. So, dear listeners, thank you for turning back into DemPod. My name is Kenan, and I really hope that you enjoyed our little talk and that now you know a little bit more about the challenges that women are daily facing in order to achieve full equality. If you like this episode, please subscribe to our channel and share it with your family, friends. And I cannot wait to talk about a new topic with all of you.